In this movie, I would like to show you how to add text to your documentation. So we will continue the documentation of our project. In a previous movie, we have created some dimensions. So now let's add some text. Once again, I am using demo project of Energy Park and ABCD. So let's open the elevation South D. I will click ZR on my keyboard to zoom region of my elevation. And now let's add some text notes. Text tool, like they mentioned, this is an annotation tool. So this is the tool which describes only one view, and it's in the ribbon grouped under an annotation. Here you can find text. Keyboard shortcut TX. So let's click text and see a context tab, modify plate text. Here we have some standard options which were used in the previous tool. But here we have some extra options like leader, what we can add known or already specific, one segment or curved or two segment. Also we have the alignment of the leader. Next we have some alignment option. We have top, middle, align and bottom, and also align left, center and right. In the end, we have some extra tools like check spellings. So we can check if we made any mistakes in our texts. And also use find and replace, which can be used when we change color of elevation in the building, for example. So let's create a new text. Click an empty space and write wood elevation. And to finish text, don't click and enter on your keyboard because it's gonna make a new line of the text. So I backspace. Also don't try and escape because Revit will think that you are canceling your work, your text. So I will click cancel it, and here, just like in Dimension, click in an empty blank space next to the text to finish it. If we want to edit it, double click the text, and here we have some tools in the context ribbon modify text node. So we are able to edit text format. For example, change the format style only for one word, add as bold, italic or underline. But I will uncheck it. I write 2 to show subscript. So we can also add some bottom subscript or top subscript. But we can also change our text to capital letters, all caps. Next we have some option with the paragraphs, for which we will return later on. And here we can close the text. What is the acceptance of our text, the same as we would click on the empty space. So first I double click the text to remove the squared from it. And now simply I will add a new leader for it on the right side. I have 2 dots that I can simply drag. So let's add another text. This time I will add it with the leader. Before I am entering text, I will click to segment leader, and here add. First click is on the showed arrow. Snapping is working as well in Revit. And now I write glass railing. And once again, do not click enter to accept. Just click the empty space. So let's add another text. Once again with the leader, so click 3 times and write RAL 7024. And to finish, just click the empty space. If we would like to add another leader line, no problem. You have to select the text and go to the ribbon and add right side straight leader or left. And the leader appears automatically, so by dragging the dots you can edit it freely. Let's add leader on the right side. Drag the arrow to the rain pipe, and let's practice removing the leader. In Revit we have only one option, remove the last leader, so we are not able to remove the one on the left side, which was drawn before the right one. First, it will remove the one on the right, because it was the last leader. So let's click remove the last leader 2 times to remove both of them, and add another one on the right side and drag it correct as we want it. Next thing I would like to show is the properties of the type of our text. So let's go to the property palette of our text. So we have to have selected our text, and like in any other thing, let's go to the edit type button. So let's click edit type, and here we can find some base parameters of text grouped under graphics and text. So first is color, then we have some line height of the leader. Now is once. If we would like to make it wider, no problem. We can change it for 2 or even 5. So let's apply to see the changes. I will go and change it back to 1. It will be completely readable. Text, we have some background. We have some option with opaque or transparent. So I will leave the transparent for now. We have some show border. So I will check it, see that we can have the frame of our text. Next option is a leader border offset. 0.3 is quite good. So this is the offset of the border from the text. And next we have leader arrowhead. We can choose the symbol which we wanted. And for example, I will change it for none. So I will have a simple line, or for the arrow field 20°. And apply to see the changes without going out of the type properties window. And next we have some text parameters. So we have a text font, so we can choose font of our text. Next is a text size, which is 2 millimeter. So this is mean that no matter in which scale we will work, it will be 2 millimeters. So I will click OK and change the scale from 100 to 120. And as you can see, the text is smaller right now. So this is the 2 millimeters on the printed elevation. And if I change it for 1 to 500, it will be completely unreadable. So I will go back and change it to 1 to 100. So please remember, before you start making a documentation, adding texts or dimension, please set the scale property. Now we can go back to the edit properties of our text. So let's select the text, go to the edit type, and after the text size we have tab size, to which I will come back later when we're gonna have a multi-line text. And next we have 3 options of bold, italic and underline. So I will check these 3 options, and please remember that these 3 right over here will change all instances of the type section description -2 millimeter in the project. So let's click apply and see how does it work. And now I will change it back. So I will uncheck all these 3. And the last parameter is width factor of the letters. So I will change it for 0.6 just to show that the width factor is changed. Apply and go back to the previous one. Change it back for 0.8. Click OK. And now we can go to the multi-line text. So once again, I will go to the text tool, add text with no leader, place some multi-line text. So I will just paste it, not to type it all the way. Click the empty space to finish it. And here, after selecting the text, as you can see, we have some modification tool. So we can drag the text by choosing the drag symbol, which is on the top left side of the text. And by selecting the right top rotate symbol, we can rotate it freely. And by dragging the dots in the middle, we can change the width of the text. And as you can see, it changed automatically. And next, if I double click the text, in my ribbon, you can find tools which responds for the paragraph option.
So we can have a none, list bullets, list numbers, list uppercase letters, list lowercase letters, and even some decrease intended and increase intended option, which you can try by yourself just to see how it corresponds. So I will change the width of the text once again, and I promised you before that I will go back to the tab space right over here. So if you don't like this tab text, you just have to go to the edit type of the text. And here you can change the tab size for the one you wanted. Click apply, OK, and that's it about adding text. Thank you for your attention.